Sure, Ohio State's win over Texas was big, but we have 17 other teams in the Big Ten that played 17 other games. That's a lot to keep track of in your busy lifestyle, right? We have the entire Big Ten in 10 minutes right here, recapping it all. Rapid recap. Locked on Big Ten starts right now.
You are Locked On Big Ten, your daily podcast on the Big Ten Conference. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome to Locked On Big Ten. I'm Craig Sheeman, 40 years as a sports talk show host and play-by-play announcer, and I want to thank you for making us your first listen each and every day. We're free and available wherever you get your podcasts and on YouTube, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Hit that free subscribe button down below. That way you'll never miss a single episode. Also share, follow, and like. That helps us out too. So 17 other games. We have a lot to do here at Locked On Big Ten, and we love every minute of it. We'll tell you what you missed and what you need to know as we move to week 2. And we'll tell you what's next for week 2 regarding our live podcast here on Saturday. But first, all teams not named Ohio State. We've covered that in depth, and great job for them beating the number 1 team in the country in Texas and really probably ruining Arch Manning's Heisman hopes for sure. Let's handle this in chronological order. Rapid fire, picking up from Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Rutgers was the first team to kick off the season, of course, over their win over Ohio in a shootout. I don't get to come on here very often to talk about Rutgers and a shootout, but they won 34-31. Ian Strong with 7 catches and 100 yards there. Athan Kaliak-Manis, a couple of touchdown passes. By the way, good running game by Rutgers, 147 yards on the ground. The Gophers. How many times have I told you about Coy Perich? The guy that got his toe in the water being a 3-way player. He's a safety. He had a couple tackles. Didn't get any interceptions. That's okay. Played wide receiver. Caught a ball for 12 yards. First down. And also had a punt return for 18 yards. Now, we'll see how much more of that he can do in addition to his full-time safety gig. I mean, playing multiple ways, 2 ways and 3 ways, it's all in vogue now after Travis Hunter. But Minnesota did win 23-10. Drake Lindsley making his debut at quarterback did okay. Threw for 290 yards. But here's my main concern. I love Darius Taylor at running back. But, Buffalo, good team. Not a Big Ten team. And they had to run Darius Taylor 30 times in that game. Now, he answered. He had 141 yards. I don't know if we want to be running him that many times in a game like that, but they felt they needed to. They get the win by a couple touchdowns, 23-10. Nebraska on Thursday night. What's the story at Nebraska? We almost always win. That's what the t-shirt says. They're known for losing 1-score games, going back to Scott Frost, beginning of Matt Rule. They got to get rid of that. And they did a little bit. They got in the bowl game last year, and now they want to take that next step forward. And this game was going down to the wire. They had the lead, 20-17. Cincinnati's marching it down. Now, Cincinnati made a mistake. They threw an interception when they could have at least, they were in field goal range. They could have got 3 and tied this thing up. But Malcolm Hartsock Jr., with the interception off of Brandon Sorsby, was a thing of beauty. It saved the day. Nebraska gets the win. Dylan Raiola, 243 yards, a couple touchdowns, and Emmett Johnson rushing 25 times for 108 yards in that game. So the moral of the story here is Nebraska won a close 1-score game. That's good. Something to build on. Wisconsin, this was a struggle. Now, they shut out Miami of Ohio 17-0. It was 3-0 at the half. Couldn't get anything going. Billy Edwards Jr., their quarterback, got hurt. I do have good news to report to you here today. He had an MRI over the weekend. It was clean. He's good. They're just calling it a sprained knee. So that's game to game. Pain tolerance. We'll figure that out. Danny O'Neill came in. He'll be the guy until Billy Edwards can go. Preston Zachman, we got to give him a shout out. He had a couple of interceptions in that game. And, of course, the Badgers throw the shutout. So the defense was good. Offense struggled, though. Really, really struggled. So those were the Thursday games. On to Friday. Illinois. No problem with Western Illinois, 52-3. Luke Altmaier had 3 touchdowns. And Gabe Jacobs had 2 sacks. And Hank Beatty, 5 catches for 108 yards. Had a 59-yard reception in that game. And Aiden Lopry had 9 carries, 101 yards. and 2 touchdowns. Business as usual, everything good with the Fighting Illini there. Michigan State beat Western Michigan 23-6. Aiden Childs looked really good at times. I thought he looked comfortable. And then, he had a couple fumbles still. Got to get rid of that. And Mekhi Frazier had 14 carries for 103 yards and a touchdown. And then Wayne Matthews III had an interception. So I thought I saw improvement with Aiden Childs. He's going to continue to get better. Penn State, one of those tune-up, just like I talked about Illinois. Same thing with Penn State. One of those tune-up games against Nevada, 46-11. Everybody got to do a little bit of something. Drew Aller threw for a touchdown. Nick Singleton came in for some goal line, punched it in for a couple touchdowns. Kyron Hudson, very welcome addition. We got production from the wide receiver position at Penn State. 6 catches, 89 yards and a touchdown. That's good. Zane Durant had an interception there as well. The team had 3 sacks, 9 tackles for loss. Don't forget Jim Knowles, the new defensive coordinator. I'm kind of curious. Jim Knowles, defensive coordinator coming from Ohio State. He was replaced by Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia had that Ohio State defense dialed in with 8 new starters. Interesting. Oregon beat Montana State 59-13. Dante Moore was that was the breaking news, right? Dante Moore was the starting quarterback. Dan Lanning kept that under wraps all week. He wouldn't let anybody know. We thought it would be Dante Moore. It was Dante Moore. Overall, the Ducks ran for 254 yards and 5 touchdowns on the ground. I'm very concerned about the Oregon Duck, who lost his head, the mascot, and then ran back into the tunnel. I hope he's okay. It was funny if he's okay. If not, what happened? I don't know. And why didn't he grab the head and put it back on? I'm very confused. How about Bryce Underwood? How did he look, huh? Not bad. Not bad. 21-31 for Michigan's freshman quarterback. 251 yards at a touchdown. No picks. Throwing blocks out there. Justice Hayes, the transfer from Alabama, came in, 16 carries, 159 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And the Wolverine defense got 3 interceptions. Big one on Saturday on the road. Another Big Ten SEC matchup, just like Texas and Ohio State. We're looking forward to that. That's a 7:30 game. We'll go live right here on Locked On Big Ten immediately after the Michigan game at Oklahoma this upcoming week for weekend number 2. Indiana, 27-14 over Old Dominion. Fernando Mendoza making his debut as the Hoosiers' new quarterback. 18-31, 193 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. But Maryland transfer, running back Roman Hemby, the running game looked good. He got 23 carries, 111 yards. And the Hoosiers' defense got 3 interceptions. And they got a punt return for a touchdown on special teams for Jonathan Brady. Pretty good. Passing game was not clicking. I was not impressed. Running game looked good. Special teams looked good. I talked about Bryce Underwood as a freshman quarterback a minute ago for Michigan. Did you see the true freshman quarterback from Maryland? This might save Mike Loxley. Malik Washington, also a true freshman, 18-year-old. The guy can sling it. They beat FAU 39-7, and he threw for 258 yards and 3 touchdowns. I was impressed. And I'm not going to even look this up. I'm going to say a fact, and it's going to be a fact. Maryland had 6 interceptions in that game. That leads the country. I'm just going to say it. It leads the country in interceptions. Nobody else got 6 interceptions. Maryland did. And I'm not even going to look it up. They're number 1. Pretty good. Purdue got a shutout. Barry Odom's debut as the Boilermakers coach. Shut out Ball State 31-0. Ryan Brown, 2 touchdown passes, 300 yards, making his first start of the season. He did start late last year for a couple of games for Hudson Card. And he has shown some signs that he can play. Tulane beating on Northwestern. I don't have much good to say about Northwestern. They lost 23-3. Preston Stone had 4 picks. Remember, Jack Lausch was going to be their starting quarterback, but he's going to play baseball instead. Iowa beat University of Albany 34-7. Kirk Ferentz tying Woody Hayes for the all-time wins mark in the Big Ten. He gets to try and break that record against one of their arch rivals, Iowa State, this weekend. I'm concerned at quarterback with Mark Gronowski, who came over from an FCS school. He only threw for 44 yards, but that's kind of what Iowa does. We'll see. The opposite of Iowa offense was USC offense. 73 points against Missouri State, 73-13. Most points scored in a Trojan game since 1930. Bishop Fitzgerald had 2 interceptions, including a 39. I'm sorry, the team had 2 interceptions. Bishop Fitzgerald had a 39-yard pick six. Jade Maeva, 295 yards and 2 touchdowns, but he did that at halftime and first half and then left. I'm concerned about UCLA's Nico Iamaleava. Comes in there. UCLA loses to Utah, 43-10. Nico only completed half of his 22 passes, threw an interception, had a touchdown, was sacked 4 times, had a run for his life. I'm concerned about not so much him as I am the UCLA offensive line. It did not look good. Washington's offensive line did look good. They beat Colorado State 38-21. Jonah Coleman had 177 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jamal Williams, I'm big on him. He's going to be an up-and-coming quarterback this year. 226 yards and a touchdown. Also rushed for 68 yards. And a good day for the Washington Huskies. So there you are. Our rapid report of the entire weekend, the Big Ten in 10 minutes, right there. We'll love to hear from you and what impressed you the most over the weekend with the Big Ten. And if you are new here, we're here every day. So join us, all things Big Ten. Hit that free subscribe button down below and join the club. You can follow us wherever you get your podcasts if you want audio only at Apple and Spotify, in addition to the YouTube video, so you never miss an episode. And also check out our website, talkbig10.com. And also, I'll give you all the details of what's coming up with us this weekend, particularly with the Oklahoma-Michigan game. Can't wait to tell you about all that. It's coming up in 1 minute right here as we continue on a special edition of Locked On Big Ten. Rougiette ready. Guys, probably heard of Viagra, Cialis, maybe even tried it. You're looking for something beyond the usual pill. It's time to meet Rougiette Ready. Rougiette Ready is a next-gen prescription treatment designed to amplify arousal in the brain in addition to the blood flow. Unlike the usual pills that could take hours, Rougiette's 3-in-1 formula dissolves under your tongue and kicks in fast and average 15 minutes. The effects can last up to 36 hours, so you can stay confident and in control. 150,000 men have already tried it and love it. Head to rougiette.com/lockedoncollege and use the code LOCKEDONCollege to get 15% off today. That's Rougiette, RUGIET.com/lockedoncollege, and use the promo code LOCKEDONCollege for 15% off. Individual results may vary with prescription treatment. Compounded drugs are permitted to be prescribed under federal law, but are not FDA approved and do not undergo FDA safety, effectiveness, and manufacturing review. Please visit the Rougiette website for full safety information. FanDuel makes the excitement of watching games even more exciting. It's NFL season time. It's great. Get ready for kickoff. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. So check it. It's very easy to use on the app. Very easy to find your way around. You could parlay stuff, prop bets, point spreads. It's all there. So you ready to play? Download the FanDuel app now by visiting FanDuel.com and get started. That's FanDuel.com to place your first $5 bet. All right. I want to tell you about real quick about a survey that we're doing here at Locked On. It is regarding your thoughts about all of us, things you like, things you don't like, questions about advertisers, all that. So you can check it out. You can take a look at a survey at lockedonpodcast.com/survey. And as soon as you enter or fill it out, you'll be entered to win possibly one of 10 $100 Amazon gift cards. So thanks for helping us out with that. All right. I want to thank you for making Locked On Big Ten your first listen each and every day, especially your everydayers out there. Thank you very much. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, share, follow, and like Locked On Big Ten. So Saturdays we go live. We're not live during the week, although we're here every day for you, audio and video. But Saturdays we go live after the biggest games of the weekend. We were live right after Texas and Ohio State. It was great. Great reaction from you. I get to see your live comments and your live reaction. You get to gauge them off of me. I give you my immediate reaction. We do this every week during the season and over after the biggest games. Obviously, the biggest game this weekend is Michigan at Oklahoma. It is a 7:30 Eastern start, 4:30 Pacific. We will go live right here as soon as that game is over. So it'll be about around 11 p.m.-ish Eastern time, 8 o'clock Pacific. So hopefully you can join us there for our unique Big Ten podcast, live audio and video right after that big game on Saturday. Many ways for you to interact with us here. Don't forget, you can check us out at Twitter or X at Talk Big Ten. And also our website, talkbig10.com. Hit that free subscribe button down below so you never miss a single episode, and it'll be available. You'll get it as soon as it's available each and every day. And I also want to share with you, we got a big moment here at Locked On. College football fans, Locked On and Fire TV present the College Football Kickoff, your ultimate college football weekly preview. Drake Toll from Locked On Big 12 is the host, along with the AP Coach of the Year, Gary Patterson, former college star Jesse Holley, and Locked On local experts are on the college football preview. Only Locked On can deliver. Catch College Football Kickoff every Thursday throughout the season, only on Fire TV. That will do it for us. Another episode here. Love to hear from you in the comment section too. For Locked On Big Ten, I'm Craig Sheeman. We'll talk to you tomorrow.